If you are studying for your 10th standard max board exams, time is most valuable asset right now. Chapter 14 Probability shouldn't take you days to revise. It's built on a handful of simple rules and mastering them guarantees you easy marks. Today, we are going to break down the single mind map. By the end of this video, you will have every formula, shortcut, and common trap for probability mapped out in your head. Let's get straight into it. Everything in this chapter relies on one core formula, theoretical probability. P stands for probability and E stands for possible events. The probability of an event P of E is simply the number of favorable outcomes divided by the total possible outcomes. Favorable outcomes is nothing but what do you want to happen. Total possible outcome is everything that could happen. But here is where student makes their first mistake on exam, the final answer. Look at the golden range. Your final answer must always be 0, between 0 and 1. It can be a fraction, a decimal, or a percentage, but it can never be negative and it can never be greater than 1. If an event is impossible, like rolling a 7 on a standard die, the probability is exactly 0 because there is no number 7 on the die. If it is the sure event, like rolling a number less than 7, the probability is exactly 1. Let us look at complementary events. The rule is simple. The probability of an event not happening, that is E dash, is 1 minus the probability of it happening. Let us see a small example of event not happening. If event happening is 20% chance of rain, then event not happening is 80% chance of no rain. Questions about playing card is repeatedly asked in the exam. You don't need to play cards to get this right. You just need to memorize this structure. Let's look at the type and number of cards available in the numbers. The Just remember the numbers such as 26, 13, 4 and 12. We will see how they are related when we move to the next slide. When you are dealing with multiple coins or dice, finding the denominator, the total possible outcome, can slow you down. Use these shortcuts. For coins, formula to find total outcomes is 2 power n, where 2 stands for possible outcomes in a single coin. That is, the possible outcomes are head and tail. N stands for number of coins. Let us toss 2 coins. The outcomes are calculated by 2 possible outcomes to the power of 2 coins or 4 outcomes. For dice, formula to find the total outcome is 6 power n, where 6 stands for the possible outcome in a single dice. That is, the possible outcomes are numbers from 1 to 6. N stands for number of dice. Let us roll 2 dice. The outcomes are calculated by 6 possible outcomes to the power of 2 dice or 36 outcomes. Let's look at the classic exam scenarios. In the first example, where a single die is rolled, the probability of getting a prime number is 3 by 6 because there are 3 prime numbers available in the single dice. In the second example, if you toss 2 coins, the possible outcomes are head head, head tail, tail head, and tail tail. The probability of getting at least one head in is 3 out of 4. As you could see, that an head is seen in 3 combinations. If you roll 2 dice, there are 36 possible outcomes. If the question asks for the probability that the sum of the numbers is 8, you just list the pairs 2, 6, 3, 5, 4, 4, 5, 3, and 6, 2. That's 5 favorable outcome. Your answer is 5 by 36. Before you go, let's secure your marks by avoiding these 3 common mistakes. Number 1. Assuming bias. In standard math, unless the question specifically tells you a coin is loaded or a die is modified to favor a number, always assume they are perfectly fair and unbiased. Number 2. Invalid values. As we covered, if your calculation gives you a 1.2 or negative number, stop. You have made an arithmetic error. Number 3. Elementary sums. The sum of probability of all elementary events in an experiment is always exactly 1. Let us see how the card game is structured and understand the way in which the cards are categorized in the game. A standard deck cards have 52 cards. 52 cards are broken into two groups, red and black groups. Exactly half are red and half are black. There are 4 suits: hearts, diamonds, spades, and clubs. Each suit has 13 cards, A1, and 3 face cards, that is king, queen, jack. Totally 4 now, and number cards, that is 2 to 10 plus 9. Totally 13 cards. The biggest trap here is the face cards. There are exactly 12 face cards in a deck. The king, queen, and jack for all 4 suits. Remember, aces are not face cards. Please keep in your mind. Probability is just a way of predicting what will happen based on logic and theoretical assumptions. Master the P of E formula, respect the 0 to 1 boundary, and memorize the 52 card deck. Watch this video again for your final revision the night before your exam. You have got this. Good luck studying. I'll see you in the next chapter.